Hello, good evening everyone. It's that time again. It's that time again. Welcome along to my live stream. I'm Danny C. Let's get down to business, shall we? I hope everyone's doing good, and I hope everyone is well. So let's get straight to it then. So for today's menu, I'm going to be providing you some open lobby racing in the GR4s, and featuring some practice along with qualifying and some race. So, going to be on for a good couple of hours or something, and we'll see what happens from there. So I hope everyone's doing good for this evening. So we're back on track a bit in terms of doing the open lobbies on the usual day, having done some open lobbies on the Monday last week, and then now we're back on track momentarily. So we're going to be starting off the open lobbies at Deep Forest with 5 minutes qualification, of course, in the GR4s, which is what's going to be happening as well. And obviously, it's a 5-lap sprint race, of course, depending which track we go to. Obviously, no tyre wear, no fuel consumption rating. Obviously, BOP is on. Only the brake balance is the only thing you can change. 5 minutes qualification. Racing soft tyres, of course. Obviously, we've got some sprint racing to do, of course. Other than that, we're all sorted on this occasion. So, obviously, when it chooses track, or if the winner hasn't picked a track, then obviously somebody could choose it. Or I'll choose it. Either way, I'm easy in all honesty. So, let's get the lobby opening in less than a minute. Feels like the longest minute of the year, of what feels like ages, don't it? You know, when you're really eager to go, and then with just a few minutes a bit into the streaming and so, and then you just want to get on with the task you and make sure we have a pleasant one. Sometimes to me, you just want to enjoy it when you can, as it's 7:15 in the UK. So the lobby's opening in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm gonna use the Genesis, although I did do some testing with the Genesis. Obviously, because I got two Genesis, the Hyundai, having not even used the Hyundai Genesis GR4 car. So I have no idea what to expect on this one. So let's see. So I'm just gonna get some laps in, and we'll take it from there. First impressions of it, obviously, it's about adapted to it, isn't it? That's for sure. while getting some braking and the chaining the corners chained together. So just give it a couple of minutes. But is it me, or have I just set the settings to something different? Well, bit of a quiet one so far. No idea how this is gonna go, but we'll just give it a couple of minutes, and then we have got Nomi in the lobby. Welcome, welcome. So I'm getting some more pace in the car. Obviously there's two of us in, so probably give it a few more minutes, and then if it's a bit quiet, then obviously what I'll do is refresh the lobby and then choose a different track and then see what happens from there. Probably get a half-second penalty for track limits, which I have done. So we're just going to give it put the message out and see where we go from there. Mind you, we've got some company, actually. Whoever's joining. So we've got Ratchet that night. Welcome. So after 7.5 minutes of it, we're slowly getting some numbers on. Hello, good evening. Wait until the Italian finishes initializing successfully. we go. We've got Finn who's entered. Welcome, Finn. VR46 fan. Got a bit deep there. Once we get at least another person in or two, then I'll do the introduction. Well, to get the qualifying underway, give them a few minutes practice for those who are just joining in, and then I'll just begin 5 minutes qualification. So I'm gonna put the message out, let those know. Another person. There we go. Lost the back end though, but no stress. Obviously we've been at it for a good 12 minutes, slowly getting a few people in. So Ratchet the Knight's gone 2 times behind me, nearly a quarter of a second. So we've got Ratchet the Knight top of the times. We'll just need at least one person to join, and then I'll get qualifying underway. Probably get to give it a minute or two, and then we'll just start as we are. Unless there's some that's joining in during the sessions, then obviously they can join the race without any qualification. May as well have a quick gander, seeing as though that we've got another person in. Welcome, Maru. Welcome, Ronnie. Just wait for this person to finish initializing successfully. Hopefully no issues. Right, so let's get to the countdown underway. I'll give it 2 minutes. And we'll have a gander to see who we've got out on the track. We've got Ratchet the Knight in a Lambo. And there's myself chilling in the pits, along with Maru, Ronnie, of course, and there's Zach, and there's Finn, all in the pits chilling. Can hear some noises. So I've got Finn in the Ferrari. And there's Ronnie in the Alpha. Zach chilling in the pits still. In the Suzuki Swift. Myself in the Hyundai Genesis. Okay, so 2 minutes has gone by. So, first thing I'll do before we get qualifying underway. Please be civil and respectful to other racers and have fun. Quality started soon. Good luck, everyone. And of course, please leave space. And anybody wishes to race this one, I'll set the grid. If there's some that's joining during the qualifying session. So good luck, everyone. We'll begin qualifying right now. Anthony. Welcome along, Anthony. So backing up a touch. First flying lap underway. Get the gear together. So Ratchet the right takes provisional pole. A lot could change in the next couple of minutes. Got a 33 in me at least. Gonna be close to get a 33. Just that smallest of margins, which is all it takes. And Ratchet the Knight takes pole position, unless others have been able to improve the sector times. So Ratchet takes pole, and then we'll get somebody else to join the grid. Obviously, the one person who's just joined in while the qualifying's on. And we've got Matty Cake in as well. Welcome along, Matty. I'll take a screenshot of this actually, so we can get Matty in as well. And therefore I'll set the grid, so therefore that Matty gets the chance. Practice race, grid set by host. Can't, because for some reason that somebody's... Why does it keep doing that? Practice race, I did that. Set by host, did that. Same settings and everything. That's odd. Ah, well. Must be like some sort of glitch about, unless somebody's PS4. Nothing personal, it's just one of them glitches sometimes where just to... I'll tell you what, I might as well just refresh the lobby and then see what happens. And then we'll do it from there. Depends on who shows up, really. Because I have no idea why is it doing that, so... And we'll just go from there. So those of that want to follow me, obviously, if you wish to be to join, we've got QX Jinx. Right. Apologies for the inconvenience. So let's see what happens this time round. So I've sent a few friend requests to those who are just about to get on, so therefore that you can jump in and then we'll get the race. So hopefully that should sort out the issue. And those are just tuning in. As soon as you enter, don't forget to press the tick button, and then we'll set the grid for those who are doing the qualifying and those who are just joining in for this race. So we'll just give it a few minutes and then we'll see where we go from there. So we have got somebody joining in. And Matty Cake's in. We'll give it a few minutes, and hopefully we've got some people jumping in who've done the quali. No stress, mate. No stress. It's just I don't know whether it's you or is it just the glitch where I when I tried to go from practice quali race, and then obviously just set the grid by changing the lobby settings on that section. So I don't know where it's that in there. I'm not too sure, buddy. I'm not too sure. No idea. Don't think I've ever come across an issue like that. So we have got Matty in, who is the only one in so far. So hopefully we get a few in. Not sure about the racing this car. This is Matty. And whilst we're waiting for a few minutes, then I'm going to go for a quick toilet break, and then we'll go from there. It's got to be one of them nights. It's just been a quiet one. Been a quiet one with just a few of us that's just joining. Where do we go from there? Well, what I can say really is just unless it's just a tracker. With hardly like anybody that's joining. Obviously, with the Champions League that's happening at the moment. We'll get the track changed then. So, for good measure, I may as well just change the track over to Red Bull Ring. Easy said than done, really. So we're getting somewhere, only just a couple of people have joined in. We've got Markin, Unpedant. Evening, Handy Pint. Welcome along. No problem, buddy. No problem at all. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you're doing good. Curbs. Welcome along, Curbs. Hope you're good. My setup, it's a Logitech G923 True Force mounted along with the PlayStation rig challenge. So that's my current setup, of course. Running the PlayStation 5 Slim model as well as the Samsung PC monitor, not monitor. Well, obviously the PC monitor screen, that sort of thing, along with the PlayStation camera. So hope all is well from your end, Curbs. Which in that case, I'm just gonna get some laps under the belt. Play seat, obviously. You see that there? Manufactured by Playseat, and obviously it's a challenge rig. You can easily get the Logitech G923 True Force along with the Playseat challenge rig directly from Curry's, which is where I got it from. And then you could get the Thrustmaster as well. I think it's the T598, whatever they are, something like that, which is obviously like probably the one that you can get, best one you can get that is not a Fanatec. So it depends about what you're after, really, in all honesty. So obviously that I've been using the controller for years, and I've been into the groove of using the wheel for a couple of years now. So obviously it's different to using the sim rig setup along with the other bits and pieces compared to the controller. The wheel settings, so wheel settings, obviously nobody behind me, of course. Steering force feedback sensitivity, sensitivity set to 9. Force feedback maximum torque is set to 3. And then you have the buttons configuration on the Logitech, of course. So, something to clip for those of you who want to use the similar settings with what I use. When I was playing GT6, only thing about I could use of it at the time was the controller, as I didn't have the wheel until got to acquire one nearly 2 years ago. And obviously, it's just crazy, like with you know, like about how the wheels have evolved a bit, especially with sim racing and so on. So we'll welcome this person. We've got to C-Mag joining in. Welcome. So we'll have a quick gander. Definitely got more nicer wheels for that's for sure. Yeah, definitely. So it's just like all preference really, and then we got to Murrow, who's joining in. Finally found me at last. The person who was in my lobby from doing the qualifying, and then obviously a glitch came along, which I couldn't get the grid to set. So obviously those are to me who were in my lobby before. I remember some of the names. What I'll do is that I'll just set to whoever's up for the races. Just a few adjustments is all it takes. So, welcome along, C-Mag. We'll give it 3 minutes. Seeing as though we've got a few more people who was joining in as well. So let's have a gander. We have the unpaid ant. And then there's Matty Cake. And Beckers has joined in. Welcome along, Beckers. And there's Marcin with a half-second penalty right in front of Matty. And we've got to Hussein in the Volkswagen Scirocco. There's Squash in the Genesis. There's myself, C-Man, King Butterkeks. And nice to see you once more, Beckers. I hope you're well, my friend. The Driving Force GT. Yes, I will have, obviously. I will have, actually. I will have. Obviously, because I was more used to with this kind of setup momentarily, but then when you get into the when you get into a different setup, like a different wheel, for instance, along with the pedals, it takes a little bit of adjustment. And another thing also is just the seating position, which is another thing to bear in mind too. And we've got Handy Pint in, who is joining in. Welcome along, Handy Pint. Lobby's getting closer to make it 16 out of 16. Scott Paul, welcome along, Scott. It's not too bad, the play seat. It's not too bad. Can't even do 35, says Matty. Yeah, by any means, Scott, do your best. as long as you're clean and respectful, that's all that matters, which is what we want to see for sure. And so we've got enough people in there now, so we may as well just get the race going. We're not going to bother with much with the set by grid kind of thing, obviously, because we've got some quality times that have just gone through in practice. Which in that case, have a good race, good luck, and let's have a clean race. And ready up, please, Scott. Yeah, he's ready. So, by any means that if you knock somebody off and if you feel it was your fault by accident, you know, just pull over to one side and give the place back where you can. Failing to apply that principle will just be a simple booting. So just, most of all, enjoy yourselves. And at last, we've got some racing underway. As we're about to get the first race underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.5. We've got somebody joining in. There's Felix. Welcome along, Felix. If there was VC in the game. Don't you mean virtual headset? Oh, we've got another person. Oh, Hussein's joining back in. So we had some people that's joining in and then just trying to start the race, and then we're all ready to go now. We're all ready to go. Oh, like voice chat. Okay, fair enough. Gotta say with it's like proximity chat. There, it's like when you play Call of Duty, then you also have proximity chat to when you get closer to your opponents, whilst you're in the war zone. Right, let's go. And hopefully no issues. Good luck, everyone. Let's start the race. Grid start with full start check might be on. Regardless, good luck, everyone. Got Matty Cave with a wicked start also. Whoa! What was that? It makes it more friendly for driving, so make it, if they send an invitation, then your engineer will tell you there is an incoming message. Yeah, that sort of thing. Like you have spotters and obviously he'll tell you that there's a car nearby and so and so. Come on. 3 at rest. 3 at rest. Oh. Yeah. Oh, got a bit wide there. I had to slow down a lot because I don't want to get penalised for track limits. Exactly, exactly, mate. So Matty Cake leads the race with Handy Pint in second, Maru in third. The German not break themselves. Yellow flag, something's happened. Alright, so Maru who's had a crash. Unlucky, buddy. Scott Paul's going sideways and I'm just sending it around the outside. We'll probably will get a penalty for that, but obviously, yeah, which is way harsher. But I'll use my pace with a bit of a clear air in front. Although I've got a car in front. Clean air and dirty air, then you get the benefits of having clean air is that you have when there's nothing in front of you, you've got the tractor position and the clean air that you want, which obviously benefits about not just for yourself but also the car durability with the tires and the engine, etc. Whereas the dirty air, then obviously it's the last thing you want to be avoiding, because even when you're following the car up front, then you'll get some dirty air, which can compromise some of your lines and obviously affect your tyre performance and so on. But obviously with the sprint racing, with no tyre wear and fuel consumption rating, then it's just keeping your lines tidy whilst you're following people up front. And whereas for the endurance side of things, when you have tyre wear and fuel consumption rating on, then obviously it's like when you see in the Formula 1, then obviously when you're following the cars a bit up front. Oh, just let this person by. It's like when you're following the car up front of it, then obviously you overheat your tyres, as well as getting that much dirt a bit on the surface of the tyre and so on. Hopefully all of the info I've explained to you all makes sense to you best way I can, whilst I've got a lot going off on the track as well as that. Matty continues to lead the race with Beckus in second, Squatch in third. Yeah, obviously, I mean, you see a lot of the Monster brand very much everywhere in motorsports. I mean, even in motocross, rally, MotoGP, Formula 1, when McLaren have one of the have Monster as one of their sponsors. And you can see the Monster decals on the drivers' helmets as well. Go on, buddy. And with these liveries of monsters, I designed them myself about the monster liveries on GT7. Yeah, yeah, I love it. Can't go wrong with monster. I mean, people have their own preferences, really, on what sorts they like and so on. Although I don't drink too much, I don't drink much of them, but obviously every now and then I just like to have a can or two, and then, yeah. So that's that race done. As we've got Matty Cake taking the win, with Handy Pint in second, Unpaid Ant in third. Well done, everyone. Grab the replays if you want them. So let's have a look at the results. So we've got Matty Cake taking the win with the fastest lap, Handy Pint in second, Unpaid Ant in third, Squatch in fourth, Becca's in fifth, Hussein in sixth, Felix in seventh, myself in eighth, Marcin in ninth, King Butter in 10th, Scott Paul in 11th, Maru in 12th, C-Mag in 13th. No stress, mate. No stress. So, we've got Big Razor in. Welcome along. So we've got. Do you want to choose a track for us, Matty? If there's a certain track you have in mind. How is your pedal setup like? Oh, it's sound. I mean, it's just the only thing is with the Logitech, but it has a clutch pedal, just like I have on both of my my cars in real life. So yeah, no problem. No problem. Unpaid Ant. Thank you very much for joining. So let's load this up. And we'll get quality back on track as well. So Laguna Seca as well. Save the settings. So I've got 15 out of 16. Test this thing on sausages. Yeah, I saw it, mate. I saw it, mate. So let's get to the countdown underway. Quali in, give it 6 mins. Do you like the kind of a paint scheme? I've not seen it, buddy. I've not seen it, but I will have a look when I have a moment. Obviously, we're just about to get a bit of practice on board, and then once I've done a bit of practice, then oh, there it is, right in front of you. Oh, nice one, mate. Yes, Scott. Welcome along, buddy. You're Mr. Black trying to race and eat my tea. Yeah, by any means. Do what you gotta do and eat tea. As in have some food is what he meant. If that's what he's referring to. If that's what he mean that way. So yeah, that well, very much appreciated for racing, Scott, and anybody liking the sort of stuff that I'm doing, whether it's open lobbies or league racing ventures, etc. Smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Very much appreciated. There's like different terms of dinner, and obviously there's tea, as in well, for those of that like food, obviously that when it gets to around evening time, like 6 o'clockish or something, they just like class that, some just like call it as tea, as in dinner, and then you also have supper, as in like about a late meal or something. Around 9 o'clockish or something. Depends, like, and people have their own agendas of what sort of food they would, what types of meals do they like to call it. I've seen, buddy. I've seen. Speaking of tea, one thing I do have in mind is chicken, along with salad, along with some baby potatoes. That's the one thing I have in mind right now. Making me hungry, this. And a bit of rally crossing as well, so I'll just let this person by. Breakfast, dinner, tea. Salad. Yeah, like people have their own preferences of what they like to call it, so. This thing just like to snap about when in the lower gear. Yeah. Obviously, like myself, like about proper speak English, and then obviously there's some of the languages that I used to speak, like about, well, last time I properly spoke was back in school days, and like Spanish, for instance. Obviously, we have a family member who used to live in Spain for a long time, for instance, and not really spoke much of Spanish. That something about to bear in mind of, like, if I come across something to it that only speaks Spanish, and so. David's in. Welcome along, David. Been a while, mate. I hope you are, my friend. We'll just get this lap out of the way and then say hello to our friend David. And I think we have a full lobby. And I'll find out in any moment. So we've got Hannah Pint setting the benchmark, obviously. But it's only practice. 15 out of 16. When you're fighting your steering wheel, it's like you just wanna go for it and enjoy yourself and get the maximum out of yourself and the car you feel good with. In all honesty, so. But yeah, I hope all is well from your end too, my friend, and thank you very much for joining in. So, and we've got another person joining in. Yeah, it's giving you back to some of the days, don't it, Curbs? We've got Ducky in. Ducky's in. Welcome along, Yukes. And we'll have a look at this person, Matty Cake in the Genesis, showcasing what he could do about even in the car that's not been used as much of a heap as I've not even used it. What matters to me, buddy, is as long as everybody's clean and respectful, then that's all that matters. And obviously Matty Cake pushed it to the extreme limits, of course. And we've got Andy Pint in the Lamborghini, and we've got Squatched in the third as well. We've got Millsy Racing in the Nissan. We've got Beckus in the Alfa Romeo. We've got Farmal coming into the pits for obvious reasons. So we've got Lobo Espanol 69 in the Alfa, and we've got Big Razor in the Toyota Supra, with a load of decals on there, with the number 13, with the Canadian flag on the back. We've got Marcin in the Lambo. We've got Maru in the Alpha. We've got the King Butter as well. We've Scott Palmer in the Nissan. Myself, David, and Felix chilling. You only use the road cars. Yeah, and still to this day, they do use that sort of thing, and may the force be with you all. And that, of course, the 4th of May was on the other day, on Sunday. Like the Fit and the Alfa Romeo, the front wheel cars. So wait to see if King Butters managed to change the car, and then we'll get to qualifying underway. Have a take a sip. This is a drinks bottle, by the way. There's no like actual monster in this drinks bottle, other than just water, just water. So let's get qualifying underway, boys and girls. Quali starting soon. Good luck. Please leave space. Oh, what's happened to him? Okay, no problem. Okay. I don't know what CB Knight doing, but yeah, so I remember trying to use the Ford or the Chev, and every corner I just spin out. So yeah, what's he up to? What's Big Razor doing? We're just about to get qualifying underway. Don't want to leave everybody else hanging. We'll give him 30 seconds or a minute. And if it goes longer than that, we're just going to have to get qualifying underway. Because there's enough people that's practice for so long. Unless somebody fills in that slot, then there's no stress. Right, let's get qualifying underway. Be 10 seconds. What other steering wheel have you used before? Must be like, I think it was the Ferrari one from probably like ages ago or something like that, or even the PlayStation one or something. But we're talking about like years and years ago when I last used a wheel. So We're just going to have to get qualifying underway. My apologies to somebody, whoever's just trying to join. Momo. Don't think so. Don't think I had a Momo in the past. So just let those people by. Give it 20 seconds, 30 seconds or something. I mean, this is the thing that people can please listen to wait for a little longer if they wish to, and because the circuit itself is a bit small, then it's different. Difference between an out lap and an in lap. As soon as you come out of the pits, you get an out lap, and when you're in a racing situation, you want to produce the best times you possibly get to move. Say, for instance, if you get a set of new tires, for example, and the in lap, obviously you just when you're about to go a little quick, when you're about to come in, then you want to get a good in lap in before you pit. So that's just the kind of term of out lap and in lap. And then between that, you have the push lap, of course, which I am doing now, as this is my first flying lap. For this game, no. The out lap does not counter for your qualifying. Once you get a push lap in, therefore that you register your lap. As long as you don't abuse the track limits, felt I was closer to getting the track limit violation. So we've got David, who's did a 1:27.6. Got a 28.9, so definitely some room for improvement for sure. Not in this quality, because this is the last push lap of the session. Only time it does the in-lap comes into effect is when you're about to pit. For instance, if you want some new tyres, you can do, or even both, or with fuel. Got somebody who had a moment there. Pause. It's like something happened. On Maticate side, not so sure what happened. Got another lap in, so that put me up to P4 for now. And Maticate's still running, along with a few other drivers. So, like, when you're in a racing situation, also that you have the out to when you they have the out lap, which was the moment you come out to the pits with fresher tyres and fresh fuel on board, of course. Best out lap you can. Push lap, obviously. Do your best in a single lap, and then in lap, obviously, fastest sector times you can before you come into the pits at the end of the lap. Handy Pints moved up to P4, so that drops me down to P5 by smallest of margins. So let's have a look at the results. Got David on pole with Beckers in second. We've got Squatch in third, Handy Pint in fourth, myself in fifth, Maru in sixth, Lobo in seventh, Millsy Racing in eighth, Scott Paul in ninth, King Butters in 10th, Farm Howl in 11th. We've got Martin in 12th, and there's only Matty Cake, Felix, and Ukes, the only ones do not set a time. Mind you, Ukes has left this one, so it's pretty tough for her to, and a bit time consuming as well, to get the A+ driver rating. And so before we get things underway, please be civil and respectful to other racers and have fun. And of course, have a good race, everyone. Best of luck. Have a clean race as well. And let's get this second race underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. And the higher the ranked lobbies, especially A+, the harder it is to race, and you got to measure like who you're racing with and so on. And as long as you're clean and respectful, that's another thing you want to have to your racing craft. Just want to try second gear out of the standing start. Oh, saw that one coming, but obviously it's not the best of choices there to use. Oh, keep it together. Because it's with this car that depends on some cars. Some cars you can start on second gear, some cars you can't. Depending on the gear ratios, really. Sent one down the inside, but still wheel to wheel. So I've got Beckus leading the race with Handy Pines in second, David in third. So getting closer to Millsy in the Nissan Silvia. Somebody's went off there. Had a big moment there. Bloody hell. They look off. It's either they're making the mistakes or they're being in contact with somebody. It's just depending where you look at, really. And ideally, you want to keep walking in your own lane the best you can. Keep your nose clean, stay out of trouble, and therefore get a clean race under your belt. Dirty tyres, which affect my braking just a little bit, having gone off the track a bit. Yes, and with the sprint races with no tire wear, it doesn't. The only thing about it affects about the grip about it is just the well, if you set it to low, then obviously it's different. Whereas a real, then obviously then you see the track evolving in terms of the grip that's getting laid onto the racing line as the session goes along. And one thing you don't want to be doing is end up getting dirty tires. If you if you go off the racing line or even get the tires on the grass or the gravel, because otherwise it's going to affect the grip levels, and it will take a few laps, a few corners to clean up. Because certain areas have pebbles and stuff. So you see the pebbles about you see like the pebbles are kicking up when you're kicking up the bit of dust about. It's just like a bit of an effect in it, and then even if you see the marbles about that off the racing line, it's you can notice it, you can visually see it. See the marbles, you know, like if you go off the racing line, then obviously Yeah. Get to that comment in a moment. Just get through this last sector in one piece. There we go. I'll take a P5. Thank you very much. No. Yeah. I mean, this is where it's currently at, GT7, you know, adding little things. Yeah. Yeah. It's just like, it's just, you question yourself, like, well, what's the purpose of this game? Even though it's been out for over 3 years, believe it or not, to GT7, and a lot has happened since then. And so well done to Hadley Pinter on the win. Matty settling for second. Grab the replays if you want them. So I've got Handy Pines taking the win. Matty Cake in second. David in third. Becca's in fourth. Myself in fifth. Millsy Racing in sixth. Martin in seventh. Lobo in eighth. King Butter in ninth. Scott Paul in 10th. Famal in 11th. And there's only Squash, Felix and Maru, the only ones to retire from this race. So, and we've got Wally DJ in. Welcome along, Wally. Choose the track, please, for if there's a certain tracker you have in mind. I know, just when you thought that you had 5th place, and then all of a sudden that through goes Danny C to take the certain position like P5. Just a bit of racecraft for you. Kyoto it is. So we'll head down to the which layout? I think it's this one. There's only some road tracks in this game, and it's just most of it you see that there's some real life tracks about along with Gran Turismo fantasy tracks. So let's put the message out. Quali in, we'll give it 7 minutes. Yeah. It's just like there's like some that to me that wish for GT3 cars to be more GT3 cars to be added on more tracks, but then these things are very time consuming to make. Like for instance, it takes about a while to get a certain thing added onto the game for sure. Hello, David. Hola. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you very much for joining in my stream. and of course the racing. Hope you're good, my friend. And GG's on the last race. That glare Lego. I mean, this is the thing that, you know what else is worse? The chrome. Like, literally, the chrome painting's literally dangerous as F. Like, if you get anywhere close to it, or even stare at the aggressive bright light coming from the chrome scheme, the chrome paint, then you don't want to be hurting your eyes too much, because it'll affect your vision massively. For sure. But the objective is just don't stare at it. Don't stare at the light. Don't stare at the sun. Regardless of what paint scheme they're running in. Yes, I do, Scott. I do Tuesday evenings. Whether it's anywhere close to 7:30 or sometimes 6:30, or even before that, by a couple of minutes or so. I've run GR3s, GR4s, GR2s. We did the Mazda Roadster touring cars and sometimes go-karts. Yet to run the GR1 lobby, which is the one thing I have in mind of what I like to try. And I don't mind driving anything in particular, in all honesty. So, and this is what I do on the Tuesday evenings. Even I do some streaming from my perspective on some of the league race adventures, particularly the Nations Cup and Manufacturers Cup from the Gran Turismo World Series. Challenging myself against a load of aliens, shall we say, depending what PD throws at the drivers. I've done endurance racing in the past. I remember doing endurance racing, like 90-minute endurance races. Obviously, when TG, who I know, who used to religiously do endurance races on GT7, but nowadays is on Assetto Corsa nowadays. 90 minutes endurance is just yeah, so obviously it's one of them things in it where it's you've got to think really it's a marathon and not a sprint, and depends how much you want it. And you prefer the GR3s, Scott? I'm open to do anything in all honesty, so you can't stand can't. Okay, fair enough. I mean, it's good to know. Obviously, when we get some new faces on board, and obviously, oh, there was an event of endurance racing. Didn't see much of what was going off. Yeah, but something to bear in mind. But although that I do have some things that I'm keeping an eye out on doing some league racing. Obviously, getting closer to that. So, a Razor's back in. Razor's back in. Welcome, welcome. So we'll get another look at who's in what, and we'll go from there. So there's 12 of us in the lobby, and there's Matty Cake in the Genesis, Wally DJ in the Renault Megane, there's David in the Nismo, and Lobo in the Ferrari, and then the French driver in the Porsche, Becca's in the McLaren, and there's myself, Matty, Andy Pines, Scott, and Razor in. It was Handy Pine to me who won the last one, Razor. It was Handy Pine to me, and before that were Matty Cake. So I'm not fussed about where I finish, but what matters to me, mate, is just anybody enjoying themselves, no matter where they finish, and showcasing their respect to those of who are racing, regardless of the skill. So other than that, we'll just get qualifying underway. Please leave space. It's qualifying, buddy. It's qualifying. It's my lobby at the end of the day. Let's get qualifying underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe if there's at some point a bit anything if anybody joins a bit in the middle of the session, I could set the grid, and then I just do it manually. That's if depends a bit if anybody's cool with it. Do you know what I mean? So you want to see some rally racing in a non-rally racing game? Yeah, right. I once did the rally quite a bit ago. Talking like ages ago. And then of course you also have you also have some of the people who have obviously got the pedigree to circuit racing and so on, and rally is just a totally different discipline for sure. So yeah, it's just qualifying to see what's the best time you can achieve, Razor. And regardless where you finish, and then ideally you want to be clean and respectful, which is of course that's the aim really. But it's not easy depending who you're racing with, and there may be some of the faces who you're not seeing. Therefore, you just want to walk in your lane, really. 11 people watching, thank you very much. And yeah, so good evening, James. Welcome along, Jimmy. Nice to see you. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you're well. Catching a bit of your stream before heading into bed. Thank you very much for stopping by, James. Just getting into the groove with the Hyundai Genesis. Well, I did 360 spins, of course, and we've got Razor, who's obviously just kindly letting me by. Thank you very much. I'm not the only one to be running the Genesis, because we have got Matty, who's obviously getting some miles on the belt of the Genesis. So I'm not the only one to be using the Genesis on that occasion. Seeing as though it did a bit of private testing behind the scenes, and of course I thought, you know what, I'll just get another car just to use it for lobby racing, of course. And it's just about adapting to it, innit? And a little drift, which might look cool, but not helpful for somebody who's just getting that that confidence to deal with the mechanical grip underneath you, as well as the downforce, etc. Good evening, Smoke. Hope you're well. Matty did a 141.5. It could well change in the next minute or two. The dirty driver, Wally DJ. I'm not saying he do anything dirty. Cuckoo. Says Smoke. It's a sense of humour. Put it this way. What you're seeing is obviously some characters that are well showcasing the sense of humour. That's the way I put it. Depending if they got some got a conversation going off, I just like well stay out of it. Unless if somebody mentions me, I'm like, okay. Anyhow, objective myself am really, as always, just stick to talking on the track. You know, that's it's a good way to respond, really. And Wally's putting a 140. Eight tenths up on my personal best. Foot flat to the floor, hugging the wall as much as possible to get a bit of a draft close enough to a 40. P3 is mine momentarily and just ahead of Matty Cake. Yeah, it's crazy, and it's not easy to chain the corners together for some people. And then, yeah, can I do something about my fan? Whose fan? Which fan are you talking about? So we've got Wally DJ with the Ollie driver to do a 139. And we've got David in second, myself in third. And we've got Matty Cake in fourth, Destroyer KSS in fifth. We've got Scott Paul in sixth. We've got the French driver in seventh, Big Race in eighth. And we've got Becca's in ninth, Handy Pint in 10th. Copy, Scott. Okay. Thanks for the heads up, Scott. So good luck to those who are taking part on this one as well. Have a good race. Good luck. and let's have a clean race as well. So obviously, any issues about like that, then obviously I'll just deal with it in private. And good luck to those who are taking part in this one also. Let's get this race underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. The top 3 off to a flyer there, including myself. Matter cakes all over me. And Matty's got momentum from behind. It was going to be last on the brakes. Welcome, Bruno. Couldn't quite see the comments just yet, but I've got a lot going on there. Welcome along, Bruno. Thank you very much for joining in. I hope you're well. I hope all is well from your end too. And Matty's going for the overtake. Right within the slip, in striking distance of the British Touring Car Championship rival in Jimmy Codger's BTCC. Kicks up the grass also. Whereas we've got Wally DJ and David battling out for P1. So I got David leading the race, I should say. Wally in second, Matty in third, myself in fourth, Scott in fifth, Becca's in sixth, Handy Pint in seventh, and the French driver in eighth. Look at that fantastic chain reaction on the chicane, and even David's had a moment. David, I should say, if you pronounce that in Spanish. Bit of oversteer, well, in second gear. Not only for the battle for P3, but P2's hotting up nicely. Five seconds behind me, Mr. Handy Pint. So who knows what Handy Pint's got on his sleeve? Oh, David's got rallycross in. Will he get a penalty for cutting the track? Yes, that's a half-second penalty for David for leaving the track and gaining the advantage. .5 seconds now between myself and Handy Pint. Unless he's on a meta car, I could be wrong. So we're on the last lap now, and David's about to serve the half-second penalty for track limits. Only to slow him down a touch. Two trailer park girls go around the outside, round the outside, round the outside. And through goes Danny C. Come on, come on. Momentum through these inside of the red and white curbs. And David's coming back thick and fast. And the Nissan. And that four-wheel drive system's kicking in also. Ah, damn it. Just that flipping chicane, man. But it was a good race. I'm not fussed where I finished. Nocular, welcome along, my friend. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you're well. So Wally takes the win with Matty in second, David in third, myself in fourth. And so Pint was in the Lamborghini. Well, once upon a time there was a Lamborghini Huracan. That was a meta car, the OP car at one station, and then a few updates later, reshuffles the order. Right. So that's that race done. Grab the replays if you want them. So we've got Wally taking the win, Matty in second, David in third, myself in fourth, Handy Pint in fifth, Scott in sixth, Becca's in seventh, CBR Jules in 8th, sorry. We've got Big Razor, the last one to finish, in 9th. So, Wally, do you want to choose the track for us, please, if you have a certain track you have in mind? No way. Hot pepper. And it made your nose burn. Jeez. Last thing you want to be doing, really. Cat National. I thought you meant the cat is in like, oh, mind you, it's a racetrack. I thought you meant it's like the Cat National, as in there's a few cats that's been springing into my mind for some reason. So let's go on to Catalonia National. Let's take the settings. Oh, you love hot food. Well, in all honesty, if it's something that's very spicy, I'll end up with second degree burn. So, welcome along to the closer. And Shocky's in. Good evening, Shocky. Nice to see you. I hope you're well, my friend. And I hope all is well from your end too. Wally in... I'll give it 7 minutes. Scorpion peppers. Oh, jeez. Don't know when's the last time I touched that sort of stuff, but blimey. Yeah, so I hope all is well from your end too, Shocky, and no problem. Becca's... Thank you very much for joining. Have a great evening, Becca's, whatever you're up to. And look after yourself. Stay safe, and I'll catch you around. Yes, so Shocky, thank you very much, buddy, for joining. So, for those who don't know Shocky, he has a channel, YouTube, Twitch, for those who like to go and check him out. He does open lobbies as well as anything that's GR3, GR4, that sort of stuff. So, Shocky's your guy to go and check out on those sort of platforms. And you ate one and your face is on fire. Best get some milk. Get some milk down on you. Because otherwise you'll end up with some complications or something. No problem, Shocky. No problem at all. Alex Diz is in. Welcome along, my friend. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you're well. I hope all is well from your end too. So we'll let Ruben in. Ruben by. So we've got a couple of Spaniards racing in the Circuit Catalunya in the national layout, of course. Best get on with my lap net. And speaking of YouTube channels as well, Wally DJ has a channel for those who like to go and check him out, who is big into motorbikes, as well as a big follower of Marc Marquez. And previously competed in esports for Honda at one stage. So for those who don't know Wally DJ, go and check him out on YouTube. Bit of understeer city there, just like Matty by. Oh, Matty's had a moment. God knows what happened there. He were on a flyer there, and then obviously something made him spin and crash into the wall hard. So let's get another lap in. Hopefully don't understeer into the corner too much. Yes, speaking of which, that for those of you who don't know what Jimmy Codgin means, James H obviously, he has got season 4 that's of his British Touring Car Championship, for those who like to go and check him out on YouTube. And obviously his British Touring Car Championship campaign starts on the 20th of June. And yeah, so, and this is the car that we'll be using, the Genesis, for those of you who don't know as well. So there you have it, and we've got Danny Cat Danny Cat in the Aston Martin, and we've got the Closer in the Jaguar in the Starbucks livery, and we've got Jules CBR in the Renault, and there's Shockey in the Ferrari, and there's Handy Pint in the Lambo, and there's David in the Nissan, and there's Matty Cake in the Genesis. And there's myself, Ruben, Wally in as well. There's a few spots available for Knockham if you're interested in some of the GR4 racing that's happening right now. Obviously sprint races actually. So Ruben's left. Yes, so there you have it. Something a little bit about myself for those who don't know. I've won the British Touring Car Championship in Season 1 and Season 3. So obviously the objective is just go out there and enjoy myself. And you know what? Well, I'm looking forward to the challenge with what's to come for sure. Depends on how many show up really. So, but then it depends on each weekend and on honesty. So. But yeah, let's get qualifying underway. Quali starting soon. Good luck. And of course, please leave space as well. No problem, James. No problem at all. So let's get qualifying underway. So feel free to wait along with me to give yourself 30 seconds or something for a bit of track position. Fair dues, buddy. No problem, Scott, and thank you very much for joining, and may you have a great evening, whatever you're up to. And hope to catch you again soon. And most of all, look after yourself, stay safe, and wish you all the best with what's to come. Glenn Woods. Did I race with John Glennon? Imagine if I raced some of the familiar British Touring Car Championship legends. And no, I've not raced with John Glennon, but obviously, I think I may have raced with, well, it is a character in some of the British Touring Car race championship racing games, like Toka Touring Cars, for instance. Probably like ages ago, something like that. We got a driver from Penistvia on the grid, so he's on EST. Let's get some flying laps in and see what I can do. Let go of the throttle a touch there. So David's put in a 1:13.8. I can only get better with a lap time, of course. Oh, I've not even adjusted my brake balance, that's why. Yeah, Nox got Discord, and so I'll be going for one more flying lap around the national layout in this circuit of Catalonia. Got into the 14s, so I can get a little quicker if I can in the Genesis. Matty's moved up to P2 momentarily. Think I might have abused the track limits, which I have. Not to worry. All to play for in the race for sure. So I'd just like to see what me lap time's like towards the end. Although I may be a quarter of a second up, but track limits has hit me a touch. But it does give me the chance to see what the lap time's like, so. Bouncy, bouncy over the sausage. Which leads me to another half-second penalty. So Matty's on the flyer, and for those who wish to will take some further interest on the Jimmy Cotter's British Touring Car Championship, even though there may be some reserves, I mean, unless there may be some of the slot seats, the last remaining seats, and unless Jimmy himself tells me any different. But so let me do one thing. While I'm at it. So let's have a look. So we've got Wally DJ taking pole, David in second, Matty in third, Shockey in fourth, myself in fifth. There's also Andy Pint in sixth, Closer in seventh, CBR in eighth, and there's Danny Katz, the only one to not even set a time. So there's the Discord link for those of you who like to go and check out the Captain Colossus Racing Discord server. Obviously, where you have Jimmy Cotter's British Touring Car Championship for those who wish to take some further interest in. So Matty with a 13.8 and myself at 14.9, so a few tenths quicker than without that then. So yeah, have a good race, good luck, and let's have a clean race as well. No problem, James, no problem at all. So there you have all the information that you need to know for his British Touring Car Championship also. Let's get this race underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. What is the race day? Race day as in leg racing, if that's what you mean, Shocky. We'll get to that at some point. Slightly good get away from my end. Matty's getting a bit sideways out to the apex. And that just leaves Wally and David to battle it out for P1. Saw somebody coming. And that's Handy Pint. And Nocula's in. Welcome along, Nock. And Pint's gone way over the sausage curve, and he'll be getting a slam dunk penalty, which he has done for abusing the track limits. And we've got my team Shumi in. Welcome along, my Shumi. My team Shumi. David's got a half-second penalty also. So we've got David and Pinto about to serve the half-second penalty for track limits. Oh, he's gone way, way deep. Oh. Thought I sensed an opportunity there. David regains second place off Matty, as these two are having a right ding dong there. Mind you, we've got Handy Pinter looking to take some action to try and nick some positions off the pair of them. And the battle for P1's heating up very nicely, and even Wally DJ is feeling the pressure also. And there's Shocky behind me as well. He wants to have a piece of racing for sure. Even Matty's got a half-second penalty for track limits. Yep. And Matty's about to serve one too, which didn't affect him as much. We've got Shocky looking to try and go for the overtake. It was going to be last of the brakes. Somebody's gone way, way wide. Bloody hell. And that's Wally, who's spawned way back to the previous sectors after going way off the track. He did not want to give this one up, Shocky. So we've got David taking the win. And Massey's just like, oh, just DNF. Now, P3 is mine. Shocky P4. Got the replay. So I've got David taking the win with Handy Pint in second, myself in third, Shocky in fourth, closer in fifth, and there's only Matty, Wally, and CBR who have not finished the race. So choose a track for us, please, David, if there's a certain track you have in mind. David, have you got a tracker first to choose? Sardinia A. Interesting. Not used that for a bit. Sardinia A. Where are you? Not this one. Road track. Layout A. So welcome along to Xiaomi. One of the my team members was the I've seen some of the names. I've seen some of the names in the Manufacturers Nations Cup races. So let's say hello to Nock. Yes, you too, Xiaomi. Qualifying, we'll give it 7 minutes. I'm gonna have to take this hoodie off it because I can feel the sweat already. And I'm sorted. So I'll give this Genesis another go on and be using something else than having gained some valuable information on the Genesis in a car that's I've not even used at all. Even though I did a bit of pre-season private testing, of course. But while he's left the room, no problem, Pint. Thank you very much for joining. Have a great one, whatever you're to, and look after yourself, Wally and Pint. You seem to be doing pretty well in the Genesis. When I was on the controller, then obviously I just felt that, well, it's that instinct about I have where just powering out to the corners without any issue, worrying about spinning off or something. And then whereas on the wheel, it's just getting more time with the wheel, which is another thing. But I don't even mind. We'll just use the wheel a bit. In all honesty, it's just once I've got into the sprint, I have no issue with. the tyre wear and fuel consumption rating is a different thing. Obviously, therefore, I'll see the difference when it comes to tyre wear when you try to get them into the long run for sure. So obviously, like I say, that I'm not the only one that's using the Genesis of it in this lobby. Unleash the beast. Yes, definitely. Definitely unleash the beast, James. Just need to keep building the consistency as I go along. Well, time will tell, Nock, seeing as though that there not been an update for April, so obviously there'll be an update surely at the end of May, towards the end of May, of course. Just have a look and see who we got out of the truck. We've got Preda coming in. Welcome, welcome. So we have Matty in the Genesis still. 49-1. We've got Ukes in the Aston Martin. And there's Shockey in the Ferrari still. And the Closer in the Jaguar. And Shoemini in the BMW. Yeah, it was. It's not a bad car, the Ferrari 458. So obviously it's a good car in some senses, and yeah. And we've got the Turkish just facing towards the barrier, and we've got Fonzie GB in the Ferrari, and we've got the Bulldog in the Renault Megane, and there's myself and David chilling in the pits. So there's 11 of us in at the moment. So we'll get qualifying on the way. Quali started soon. Good luck. And please leave space. So good luck, everyone. Let's do it. Yeah, I was told by a friend that the M4 GR4 is a dark horse in some senses. As it turns out, it's not a bad car. probably get a couple laps in, and any new viewers, anybody liking the content, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't, and if you want to regularly see more of my open lobby racing, league racing, venture contents and so, very much appreciated. Let's go. Heavy braking into the left-hander. Prady's joined somehow. Welcome along. Thank you very much for tuning in, Prada. I hope you're well. Sorry, I'm like left and then gone back in, and so I hope all is well from your end too, Prada. So nick the slip off the Turkish and hopefully goes flat out. There we go. Nice bit of tow from the Ferrari driver. A few tenths up as well. Get close to the barrier as you dare. So hug the apex as much as possible. Across the line with a 49. And Matty's still running as well. He's in the GTR. I thought he would have been in the Genesis, but no, he's in the GTR. Now he's done enough miles in the Genesis. Yeah, it's doable. Obviously, I've made the 149 139. Sorry, 139 possible from my end. Oh, what did I say? 49, 39. I lost it. Oh, you just got stuck in traffic. Oh, it's one of them things. Oh, 149. Yeah, 149. So I did get it 149. Thought we were in the GR3 for a moment. Now we're in the GR4s, which is about 10 seconds slow or something. But we've got David, who's on pole, with Matty Cake in second. We've got Ukes in third, Shocky in fourth, my team, Shoe Mini in fifth, The Closer in sixth, myself in seventh, Nocular in eighth, Fonzer in ninth, Turkish in 10th, and Bulldog Jensen in 11th. So have a good race, everyone. Good luck. And let's have a clean race as well. So it is doable to get a 149. Even I proved it in the Genesis, the Hyundai. So let's get this race underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's Preda. That's why. About 8 seconds slower. Trying to get this race going. Apologies there, everyone, because we had somebody who's trying to load in, that's all. Come on. Come on, finish it in initializing. We've got a race to do. Eyes left. Okay, so let's get going. And we're off. GR4 to GR3. Differences between GR3 and GR4 is just totally different in certain ways. Good luck, everyone. Got a good getaway from my end. Let's show Mini just enough space. Oh, see daisies. A bit of a moment from my end there, but thanks to Shocky for giving me a little nudge. There's like some carnage going off behind me. Not sure what happened there, but we're still moving forward. No stress, Knock. No stress at all. Stumpy GT, welcome along, buddy. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you're well, my friend. I hope all is well from your end too. And Knox dropped down their places as well, dropped outside of the top 8. So did right thing to give way to those who have been involved with, but it's all good. As long as you give places back to those who you make contact with, that's the next thing you want to do. You know, just to showcase the sportsmanship of it, even if you felt that you're at fault in an accident. So I've got Shoe Mini right behind me. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, buddy, and regards to you all, and it's just, in all honesty, that there's a lot more to dogs than what people think, because they are part of the family at the end of the day, and obviously I grew up about having dogs in my household, and then even I've got one myself, and my dog's 11, bless her. And she's on Metacam, which is the same supplement as we had in the previous dog. And I grew up about having German Shepherds in my house, and so obviously I'm sure that you'll find a dog that can give you the happiness that then by any means you do what's best for yourself, and hang in there, buddy, because we're all with you. If you know where I am if you need anything. You know, just one day as it comes, and I'm sure you'll get through it as you go along. And it's like, feels like even yesterday since when I've got my dog into the house. What is he, like beginning of 2015, one where we had a new dog that's entered the house to begin the next chapter in life at the time. And then we've got David, who's leading ahead of Matty Cake, and then Yuke's in third, Shoe Mini in fourth. Shoe Mini's had a moment there. You got a new puppy. Yeah, it takes some getting used to connect. Do you know what I mean? And you had a blue heeler, and she got it 2 years old. New people, it's a Labrador poodle, and a good dog. That's I mean, it's what you want, isn't it? You want a dog that's kind to you and understands your commands, etc., etc. So obviously they take some looking after for sure. So, like, funny thing with my dog is that I put a YouTube short of my dog when I was doing some David Attenborough narrating impressions of my dog staring down at the pigeon, whereas the pigeon was stood on the on that tree stump for as long as possible without moving a muscle until my dog saw the opportunity to pounce from being lied down to literally to try and grab hold of the pigeon. So one there to look at on me, one for the memory books for sure. Yeah, it's like my dog. If I could describe a dog, she's outgoing, not afraid, a character, dramatic sometimes, and she's just like well, fit as a fiddle. Age is just a number to her head, mate. It's just more like for the back end and so on. So then obviously that it's just like one of those things that where you just gotta give them the right treatment, the right resources and so on, and stuck in a nacho cheese Dorito bag. Wow. I'm like, where am I? So, yeah, good to hear that the dog is being kind and so on. And David takes the win ahead of Matty Cake, with Ukes in third, Shoe Mini in fourth, myself in fifth, Closer in sixth, Shocky in seventh, and Fonzie should round out the top 8 on the front page. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing that it's just that well, every dog has the right to choose who they like, really. But then again, it's just like how you deal with it, really. Which you ideally that for anybody that yeah, yep. A bit rusty, haven't raced in a few weeks. Some dive bomb. I thought it was Will McKenzie for a moment where he just went, "You bombed." There's some dive bombs and oh, that was funny that yeah, I know what you mean. There was some dive bombs, but it was dealt with on track, and so no problem, Stumpy, no problem at all. Grab the replays if you want them, no problem. Hopefully that he gets in this one. So David takes the win with Matty in second, Ukes in third, Shoe Mini in fourth, myself in fifth, Closer in sixth, Shocky in seventh, Fonzie in eighth, Knock in ninth. We've got Bulldog Jensen in 10th, Turkish in 11th. So no problem. So choose the tracker for us, please, David, if there's a certain track in mind. Dutch keyboard. Fair dues. It's just like well, any sort of phone, like an iPhone, and really Interlagos it is, no problem, David. And this is going to be the last one of the stream, sadly. Interlagos. There we go. There we go. I messed up the break with Slip. I took 4 of us out, and then Matty Cake's done. No problem, Matty. Thank you very much for joining. Have a great evening, and most of all, look after yourself, and hope to see you again once more. So David, not David. David. I mean, it's just like how you meant to pronounce it, like to a Spanish person who's called David. David. Obviously, in English, then you just like pronounce him as David. It depends like about how you pronounce it. Really, it's anybody's preference, really, I guess. So, this is the last race of the stream, and let's finish it off on a high. Quali in, give it 6 minutes. I'm not Spanish. I'm not judging. It's just yeah, just none of us would like to judge. Obviously, I mean, it's nice to compliment him, but then again, it's just how you want to measure it and so and so. But it's all good. That I mean, we're all like him in my own community at the end of the day. So obviously, I'm just about to go in what is the car that turns out to be the one to use. Obviously, that we had we've seen some sense of humour that's going off as well from earlier on as well. Like when there was the races in Kyoto, and yeah. By any means, do your best, and that's all you can do, my friend. This is the last race of the stream, so we'll make most of it. You hate this track, Knock? It's the last one, so do the best you can also. Regardless where you finish or where you qualify. I feel proper glued with this four-wheel drive monster. Godzilla, as they call it. didn't take me longer to get properly into the groove with this car. Obviously, I'm more familiar with this also, along with me real life car that's got the 4-wheel drive system. So, some improvement on that one. So, we've got Shoe Mini in the Durex car, in the Alfa Romeo, and there's Shocky in the Ferrari, chilling along in the runoff area, and there's Stock GT Tico in the Aston Martin, the Closerer in the Lamborghini with the Twix livery. And there's Timo in the Ferrari. And there's Bulldog in the Honda NSX. And there's CDS Hunt in the Renault Megane. And there's Lig in the Ferrari. Prida also in the Lamborghini. The TYR teammates are going for it. Nocula in the... what car is he in? He's in the Lamborghini. With the Monster livery, of course. And there's Ukes. And the TWR Dragon has joined. Welcome, welcome. And there's the Spaniard who's... sounds like a Nissan. Which it is. And obviously there's myself, David, chilling. So there's Dragon in there as well, and we're very much sorted to get qualified underway, unless one more person joins in. Quali started soon. Good luck, and of course, please leave space. Yes, good evening to you, and nice to meet you, and best of luck to you as well. And good luck, everyone. I'm going to have to get some cash for Jana League. There's a cash league, cash cup league going off or something. Taking me back to when I did a league race that involves cash prize at one time, and then it gives me some memories about having literally just driven the nuts out of myself in whatever car discipline this game has to offer, and brings me back some memories, having gone on to win the Drivers' the Constructors' Championship. In-game cash. My apologies. I thought you meant the other way around, but in-game cash. Fair enough. I was going to say, I know what you mean, mate. I know what you mean. It's all good. Felt like I put in a shift, to be honest. Obviously, lots have been kicking off. Started off slow, and yeah. You're building a car, so fair dues. And I've got loads of in-game credit of having done numerous of online time trials as well as other things, and obviously I got a load of cars that's just lurking in the garages. Use them mostly for racing, and sometimes when I'm chilling out, road cars. Yeah, it's I do some liveries myself also when I'm not even doing any of the racing and so and so. It's qualifying. I wonder who's that aimed at. Somebody's not happy with someone's erratic driving, whoever it may be. I'm not seeing what was going off. Obviously I'm on a different part of the track, so get one more lap in. Got somebody behind, that's Nocular. I'm here, Nocular. Right behind you. Thank you very much for letting me through. Get that last bit of slip off the American in the McGann. Thank you very much. David's had a world of his own in the GTR. As he takes pole position. Ah, them pens. Tell me about it. And whoever's placed that penalty zone on the start towards the start finish straight, it's just crazy, just crazy. Oh, Ukes is left, no problem. Thank you very much for joining in, Ukes. So David takes pole with Shumini in second, Stock GT Tico in third, Shocky in fourth, Timo in fifth, myself in sixth, League in seventh, Prader in eighth, the Closerer in ninth, Dragon in 10th, Bulldog Jensen in 11th, Hunt in 12th, Nocula in 13th, and these Ukes who left the lobby along with the other Spaniard. So, let's make this last one a good one. Have a good race, everyone. Good luck, as we're about to get the last race of the stream underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Somebody's initializing. No? It's Fangio. I'm not sure what happened there, but it must be like some sort of glitch that. Nothing personal, but if it is the case of it, then just don't take it too personal. Then obviously it's just like one of them things I had to fix. But another opportunity to go. You haven't done anything wrong. It's just like one of them like little glitches. And if it is the case, then when a PS4 player joins in the middle of the session, but I don't know. It's just like one of them things that whether it's fixed it. Oh no, I can't start it. My apologies, everyone. Oh my goodness. This game sometimes just wants to do what it wants. I think I've got an idea. I've got an idea. So what I'll do is I'll take some pictures of the race, of the qualification results. Do that. And do this one as well. And then what I'll do also, try once more. Oh, there we go. I didn't need to set the grid. Happy days. Happy days. Well, I suppose kicking somebody without any intention has done the trick, which I don't know. Why has it been like that? And we've got a black screen. Obviously, we've got everything underway, but I've still got that black screen. Oh, wow. That's a nice way to finish off the stream, isn't it? How long do we have to wait for this black screen to go off? I don't know, mate. I don't know. This is just bonkers. What this game has to throw then. Although it may take a few minutes to sort itself out before we get into the loading screen of the grid. Oh man, so sorry, boys and girls. It's just, oh man, that's the last thing I need. The last thing I need. Oh man. Oh. How long am I going to be waiting? How long am I going to be waiting for the black screen here to come? And the Bulldog is subscribed, and thank you very much for the subscription, buddy. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Welcome along to my community. Anybody liking the content of what I'm doing, apart from this, well, smash that like and subscribe if you haven't. So very much appreciated support as always, regardless. Hey, help. I'm seeing something. We're getting somewhere. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. And there's 7 of us remaining. What the bloody hell? After a few minutes of delay, we're back underway. All 5 lights are on, and it's lights out, and away we go. Danny C gets off to a wicked start along with David. And Shocky's about to make a move. Left him just enough space. And he gives way also. No, Shumini. So sorry, mate. It's just this flipping glitch has literally compromised so many races, opportunities to go and race at this last one. But don't worry, because I'll be doing some open lobbies once more, and not decided which category we're racing in, so probably GR3s next Tuesday, but it'll be a little bit earlier. Unless any changes that are happening, then I'll let you know on the community page. So David's still leading the race, with myself in second, Shocky in third, League in fourth, Tico in fifth, the Closer in sixth, and Bulldog in seventh. No problem, Closer. Thank you very much for joining. Have a great evening and look after yourself. Hope to see you again at some point. Losing a bit of touch there from David. No problem, Tico. Thank you very much for joining. And have a great evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And most of all, look after yourself. So we're on the last lap now. David's feeling the pressure. So on to the finish line for one last time as David comes home to take another win to his name. Well done, buddy. And well done to Shocky as well. And thank you very much to those who stuck around and tuned in to say hello while on the go. Very much appreciated. We made it. And yeah, so sorry to those who obviously missed out on the last race where a certain glitch has appeared on the black screen. But there's another opportunity to come for sure when I next do some open lobbies. Grab the replays if you want them. So we've got David with the win, myself in P2, Shocky in third, League in fourth, Bulldog in fifth. So I'd just like to say thank you very much, Shocky, and thanks for joining. Subscribe to my YouTube at It's Danny C. See you next time and take care all. Smiley face. And of course, apologies once more for the delay that was literally no fault of my own. And thanks for the race, and let's play again sometime. Let's see if there's any lobbies that's going off at this time of the day, whichever part of the world you're in. So let's have a look and see if we got any lobbies that's happening at this time. There is a lobby that's going off in the GR3 that's hosted by Matt for those of you who like to do some more racing. Let's see who's in. So we've got the Icon who's in. We've got that's very much the only person. Oh no, the Icon Mia is the only one to who I know, and Luke Gingerman as well. Luke Gingerman's in the lobby. Yes, so, Shocky, thank you very much for joining, and have a great night too as well, my friend, and look after yourself as well. So let's open the tickets, which I'm yet to use. A 5-star roulette ticket, which I've managed to get from early on. Having improved my lap times on the Red Bull X 2019 for the upcoming Nations Cup race. Well, something's better than nothing, I guess. And let's close off the stream in Escapes Movies. I just want to say thank you very much to those of you who came in to say hello while on the go, and thank you very much for your continuous support, and welcome to the new people and new subscribers as well for joining the community of mine. And anybody who doesn't know me and anybody who knows me, I do open lobbies on the Tuesday evenings, as well as some of the league racing ventures as well as that, and that's very much what I do, and obviously whatever else I have in mind. So I will be live once more on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, for the Nations Cup race, which is obviously probably going to be live around before 6 o'clock UK time, which is going to be the only slot I'll have available to participate in, which is all I have time for, and just give it my shot regardless. And we'll be live for the 5th round, the penultimate round of the Graduate World Series Nations Cup online qualifiers in the Red Bull X 2019. So see what I can do from there on. So smash that like and subscribe if you haven't, if you want to see more of what I do. And other than that, I'd just like to say a spare moment to say thank you to those, obviously, curves who've kept me entertained, with wanting some advice on the tips and tricks on the racing, etc., etc. Handy Pint, Scott, James H., there's Bruno from the Czech Republic, Nocula, Shocky, Alex Diz, Glenn Woods, Stumpy GT, who else? Obviously, there's plenty of names, of course, and obviously those are have been lurking. Obviously, Matty Cake, of course, talking on the chat, then obviously as Detective Cake, shall I call him? Only kidding that one. Anyhow, it's those that have missed out to don't take it too personal if I missed out, because there's so many names, to thank, to who been featured in a big race, of course, as well, who only came in for the one race, and obviously then, yeah. So, other than that, I'm going to cut short and get some food. Thank you very much for joining. May you all have a great day, great evening, wherever you are. And for myself, Danny C., I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.